to this week's astrology and tarot reading for all astrology signs. We have some really interesting placements to go through this week, and this week is going to go from the 21st through to the 28th of April. Well, welcome to Taurus season. Please use the timestamps below and jump ahead to your chapter to read your sun, moon and ascendant signs. Welcome Aries, sun, moon and ascendant signs. We've just gone into Taurus season, which means we are focusing on stability. We're focusing on security, material security, feeling like you are safe and content in your own environment. It's also the house that represents the second house in astrology, and this is where we find your self-values, your worth, your skills and how you support yourself. These are all part of the Taurus energy as we really focus in this over this current week or this current month ahead into things that make us feel secure in this life, that we can support ourselves and take care of our own needs. So pulling your tarot cards for you for this week ahead, as well as reading what the planets are doing in the skies at the moment and which ones may be affecting you most, Aries. So starting with in your first house, you have got a conjunction going on there between Mercury and Neptune. Neptune wants you to dissolve. This is taking place in your first house if you are an ascendant Aries. Otherwise, it's conjuncting your natal first house, sun or moon. So here we have Neptune. Neptune wants you to take a look at the boundaries that you have in your life. It wants you to dissolve anything that is not working for you. Now, boundaries can come in the form of communication boundaries. This is how you speak to others, filters, being able to have a filter if necessary, or have boundaries to be able to say no when necessary, because we are conjunct with Mercury, and Mercury represents communication. It does also represent social media, marketing, advertising and sales. So here we're looking at our boundaries in those areas, going to play an important part of the week ahead for you, Aries. We also have a conjunction going on in Pisces. Now, Pisces for you, Aries, is going to be your 12th house. 12th house is about completion of cycles. It can be about kind of the Pisces kind of energy, because you're obviously the first sign. So the 12th house represents Pisces traits, such as boundaries between the material world and the spiritual world. And here we're looking at these boundaries taking place, or this energy between material and spiritual, while we have a conjunction of North Node, Saturn and Venus playing out in this 12th house for you, Aries. Now, this could be where you need to align your values and relationships with your higher purpose. It's also being able to be willing to do the work with that Saturn sitting there and overcome any obstacles. You do need to focus on dissolving things that are not working for your life, working in your life in the areas of your hurdles or boundaries, things where you keep butting your head against a brick wall because it's immovable, and maybe these things mean that you need to dissolve them from your life. They could be bringing in negativity around you here with the sun in reverse, so there could be a level of negativity that's going on with this placement, as the universe is encouraging you to let go of things that are just not working for you anymore. Now, this could be in things such as the Venus relationships, or beauty, or money was also related to Venus traits. So is your values and your worth, your confidence, all comes under Venus traits as well. It's feminine energy, the energy of Venus as well. So here, and that's also the planet of love. So we could be looking at dissolving things that are not working within your relationships or your love life at the moment. So it's being able to do that work with that Saturn sitting in there. Saturn is a planet encouraging you to put in the effort to do the work to overcome the obstacles. Now, I do feel there's a 8 of Cups in the reverse, is indicating you may be fearful of moving forward. You may know deep in your heart that there's some things that are just not working for you, but you're scared to let them go. Now, because this stellium is taking place in your 12th house, that is about things coming to a completion. So perhaps they've served their purpose in your life, and now you're needing to move on. The King of Swords in the upright position is indicating a level of diplomacy and reasoning when it comes to letting go of anything that is causing negativity in your life. You need to be able to assess with a very clear, open mind what is working for you, and you also need to be able to express yourself very clearly in these situations, given that the swords represents mind and expression. Now, it could be also here that with this energy of this stellium in the 12th house, it is saying that it also is part of that stellium is a north node. North node represents your purpose in life, and this is why you're needing to align your values, your relationships, your hard work, your effort with your higher purpose. It's all culminating together in this conjunction in your 12th house, and letting you know that perhaps you're needing to let some things go in order to move forward for your purpose in this life. So deep in your heart, you know what's right. You know what you need to dissolve, or what's no longer working for you, the things that's causing the negativity around you. But I do feel that there's a fear of change with this 8 of Cups in the reverse position. Now, one of the other important things that's going on at the moment is we have a beautiful T-square going on between the moon in Aquarius opposing Leo Mars, also forming this T-square to the sun in Taurus. So this beautiful placement is creating a little bit of tension. It's where the emotional needs, those Aquarian emotional needs, to feel like you're not trapped, to feel like you have some kind of freedom, to feel like you're able to assert yourself in a way that is your true and honest self, be able to be authentically you. So you've got this tension going on between the Leo Mars, which is wanting to stand out, to be validated for who you are, to be able to care what other people think of what's going on. But the Mars is bringing in some kind of level of strength and stamina, but also determination and willingness or urge to move forward with this burst of energy, to be assertive, to be validated for who you are. But also you're struggling with a tension of feeling like you're still being able to be true to who you are, no matter what other people think of that. So this forming a T-square with the sun wants you to shine and be who you truly are, but the sun in Taurus also wants you to feel stable in your life. It wants you to feel secure. So you're got this placement going on where there's a trying to balance between all of these placements, and while you're fitting in, but trying to be yourself, trying to feel like you're validated by other people, but also feeling like you're being true to yourself, as well as being able to shine your light and feel like you're strong and grounded and stable within your life. So you've got all of this playing out. There is fears of change also going on here in this situation, as you're feeling like it's a bit of a struggle and you're not sure which way to move forward from here. Now, I'm also just taking a look at anything else that's going on with you. We have no squaring placements or square or opposition placements at the moment, because all of the planets are sitting on one side of the chart. So here for you, Aries, I feel for this week ahead, it's about being really reasonable in the way you think about the situations that's going on around you. Try to release some of that fear of change that's going on for you. Now, if I was to taking a look at what else is going on here with this Aquarius moon, where the moon's sitting in Aquarius for the next couple of days, for you this is going to be your 11th house, so it could indicate areas of projects or in the community, needing to validated by your vibe tribe or the people that you care about. So being able to seek some kind of validation around that. Maybe you're feeling a sense of negativity around an old ideal or an old system of community. So a community you've been involved in, maybe feeling like it's becoming a little bit too negative, and maybe this is what you're needing to dissolve and look at changing the community that you've been in, since we have that placement of that moon wanting that emotional freedom sitting in your house of community. We also have the Mars in Leo, and for you this is going to be your, let me just take a look at the Leo for you, is going to be your 5th house. 5th house is about getting more enjoyment out of life. It's about creativity and pleasure seeking here. So Mars is really giving you that impulse, that drive and energy to want to feel like you're having a little bit more fun. Maybe you're a little bit sick of the negativity that's going on around you and really wanting to seek out fun and pleasure. So enjoy your week ahead, Aries. I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Moon and ascendant signs, and welcome to Taurus season for you. The sun has just entered into your sign, and it is indicating that you're right in your comfort zone here, where the sun is giving this vibrancy and brilliance and wanting to fill your soul with purpose and make you feel like you're secure and you have a security and a groundedness and a level of stability around you. Now, there is a lot of placements going on at the moment. We're wanting to talk about the moon first of all. The moon in the upright position can talk about illusions. But what's going on with the moon at the moment? It's forming a T-square in the planets at the moment. So the moon is in Aquarius for the next couple of days. It is opposing Mars in Leo, and this will also be squared by the sun in your first house. So these signs are heavily affecting you this week because they are all signs of all fixed just like you. So you'll be very affected by these signs that's going on. Now, the Aquarian moon wants to feel like it has emotional freedom. It wants to feel like it's not tethered or can feel free to be yourself, free to be who you really are without having to worry about the opinions of other people. But it's forming a little bit of tension with the Leo Mars sitting across there in opposition. So that Mars energy is bringing a bit of forcefulness, a bit of energy, boost of energy or aggression even, in a way that makes it feel like it wants to push through with its being able to be validated by other people. Even though the moon wants emotional freedom, it wants emotional support and feeling like you can feel like you are everything you need in yourself, but it also in some way needs validation from other people with that Mars in Leo. So it's causing a little bit of tension there. You want to be unique, you want to be yourself, you want to not have to rely on other people, you want to have to not seek validation from other people, but deep down and underlying there's a need to have that validation from other people. Now, forming that T-square in the sun, I feel like it's really bringing in this need for security here, and while you're balancing the struggle that's going on between your emotional needs along with your physical needs as well. Now, it could be that you are having this tension for freedom, being able to express yourself in a very bold way, or feeling like there's a struggle between being authentically yourself and needing to fit in with other people. So the moon is bringing that illusion of this placement. It could be that you're really opening your eyes to what's going on around you. We've got the star here with bringing in hope. I feel like a lot of beautiful energy coming in, which is well needed, as we have the sun moving into your first house, Taurus. I feel like it's going to help evaporate some of this negativity that's been going on around you. I feel like the hope that you've been looking for may be coming over this time. Maybe it's illusionary, maybe it's just a glimmer of hope coming for you, but it may not be everything that you imagine, or it may not be the way that you think here with this moon as an illusion. Now, the other placement that we have going on is a conjunction with the North Node, Saturn and Venus in Pisces. Now, this for you is going to be your 11th house playing out in your projects or community. So here it may feel like you need to align your values with relationships with your higher purpose, because your North Node represents your higher purpose, and somehow it's related to your values being Venus, or relationships being Venus as well. Venus also represents beauty and luxury too, so we could be aligning some of those values when it comes to your higher purpose here. It may need to be overcoming obstacles and being willing to do the work, because we have Saturn also in this placement, and being that it's in Pisces, it's asking you to take a look at your boundaries with your relationships, or boundaries with being able to say no, and also being able to dissolve things that are just not working for you anymore, or causing a level of negativity for you. So Taurus, I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome Gemini to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. This will go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April. I'll be taking a look at the planets in the skies and what they're doing at the moment and which ones may be affecting you most at this time. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you so I can take a look and give you a bit of a deeper depth of meaning of what is up for you in the week ahead. Now we have a couple of beautiful placements in the sky at the moment, starting with the conjunction of the North Node Saturn in Venus in Pisces. For you, this is going to play out in your area of the 10th house, and that's if you are an ascendant sign only. So if you're an ascendant Gemini, then this conjunction is playing out in your 10th house of career, your public role, your life, what you do in this life, how you're seen, your job or your career. Now this placement is talking about values. It could be money here as well, and how you make money, your confidence, your skills, your resources. It can be your values. It could be the relationships in the workplace as well, because the Venus represents beauty and love and luxury, but also it represents relationships as well. So here we could be talking about workplace relationships, your co-workers even here. Now we've got a playfulness here with the Page of Cups, asking you to look at the lighter side of your situation. It wants you to have a little bit more fun, and bringing into this alignment of the North Node wanting you to focus on your higher purpose here, but with the Saturn that's been in this placement encouraging you to work really hard here to overcome any obstacles. And now we see the Page of Cups asking you to be a little bit more playful. Perhaps you've been all work and no play, and it's part of your purpose to enjoy your life and really be focused on those 5th house energies, the energies of balance, but also communication as well, and have a little bit of fun with your expression and communication there. Now North Node with the Saturn is saying you need to work hard to work on your mission, or what you came here to do, what your purpose is. Now it may feel uncomfortable to you, whatever this mission you have in life. It may feel like a struggle or difficult because we're sitting so close to the Saturn. It's conjunct both 26 degrees. So it could feel like you're really needing to work hard to overcome certain obstacles. Now those obstacles could be related to Venus things such as relationships, love, luxury, or money. So here and being that it is taking place in Pisces is indicating that you need to check your boundaries here. Check where you've got your boundaries when it comes to love or relationships or workplace relationships, given that it's your 10th house, only if you're an ascendant Gemini. Otherwise, it's just asking you to be aware of the boundaries around you, particularly with love and relationships, fairness and balance. Now here I'm also seeing in the skies at the moment, as we pull another card, we've got a beautiful T-square taking place between the moon in Aquarius, Mars in Leo, and the Sun in Taurus. So we've got the opposing energies of Aquarius moon with the Leo Mars. This can create a little bit of tension between emotional needs or being emotionally detached for some people, with the need to be assertive with that Mars energy to feel like you are getting recognition or validation, as it is taking place in Leo. So you've got this energy of needing to, we've got the energy of the endings here as well, which I'll bring into the reading as well. Now we've got the energy of the moon in Aquarius wanting to feel free, wanting to feel like you're untethered, wanting to feel like you can be truly uniquely yourself without having to be validated by other people. But it is exactly opposing Mars in Leo, and that's bringing in a burst of energy wanting to fit in, or wanting to feel like you have some kind of recognition or validation, even if it's just for the job that you do, even if it's for any gratitude and thankfulness from the people around you. But there's a level of needing some kind of validation or being able to fit in with other people. Now expressing yourself boldly could come into play here, given that we are Gemini and it's all about the social and the communication. So being able to express yourself in a very bold and open way that is truly uniquely yourself, given that we've got the moon sitting in Aquarius for the first part of this week. Now, the squaring sun in Taurus is indicating that you need to feel like you are stable, you have some material security, and you have a strong need for grounding over this time. The King of Swords in the upright position is indicating that you need to be very reasonable over this time. Put a lot of thought and effort into everything you're doing. It is saying you need to have a little bit more fun and be a little bit more playful. We have another air sign, of course. So you are an air sign, but we also had the Suit of Swords, both on each side of the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is you wanting to be playful. I feel this is the moon, the Aquarius moon. It's you needing to feel like you are being yourself, doing things that you enjoy, but you feel like you've got these duties or responsibilities around you. So very responsible here with the King of Swords. And then the Ace of Swords is all these new ideas. So feeling like you're being able to be mentally efficient to get through your day, to get through the things you need to do, but at the same time not forget to have some fun while you're going along. You've got some endings coming up for you with the Ten of Swords in the upright position, endings that are no longer needed, especially since we have this conjunction taking place in Pisces. Pisces is about dissolving things that no longer work for you. It's the boundaries between spirit and the material world. It's about changing and completing a cycle. Now these things are playing out for you. Aquarius moon is going to be your ninth house. Ninth house is about, of course, it's having fun, and this is where this energy of the playfulness, it's asking you to look into things that you really enjoy. Now this could be philosophical pursuit, or it could be adventure and exploration. It could be travel or overseas travel, and I feel this is where this is coming in, because we have that energy of Aquarius moon wanting to feel like you are being yourself, having fun, doing things you enjoy, being adventurous, exploration, because it's all taking place in the ninth house for you. Now the Leo Mars for you is going to be your third house of communication, and where I brought in being able to boldly express yourself here, that's because this energy is taking place in your third house if you are a Gemini ascendant sign, which means that's a house of communication, expression, being able to be really bold in your expression, feeling like you can be outspoken or speak your mind clearly. It's also about feeling like you are taking in enough information to feel like you're enjoying your life. So lots of new ideas coming in for you with the Ace of Swords in the upright position. So Gemini, I think I went through those two conjunctions or planet placements. We also have just gone into Taurus sun, so Taurus season. Taurus is just a little bit of light energy. It's beautiful earth sign energy. Now it's opposition energy for you because your masculine energy and the Taurus earth signs are feminine energy, so it could bring a level of being able to balance the masculine and feminine parts of yourself as well, could be on the table for you over this current week as we've shifted into more nurturing kind of stable energy about feeling like you're content, feeling like you are enough, feeling like you are grounded and have that material security. So all of these things could be on the table for you over the current week, but I feel like as long as you're remembering to have fun and not just all mental activity going on around you, I think you're going to have a beautiful week ahead, Gemini. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next week. Welcome Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. The week is going to go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April. I'm going to take a look at what the planets are doing in the skies at the moment and which ones may be affecting you most over this time. Also going to be pulling tarot for you to give you a bit more of an in-depth reading when it comes to your astrology placement this week. So when I talk about the houses, I'm talking about the Cancer ascendant signs only. The rest of the reading is suitable for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. So first of all, we have just gone into Taurus season as the Sun entered into Taurus. This is a time of feeling softer, slower paced energy. The earth signs are very slow moving. It's all about material things. It's about comfort, stability, grounding, feeling like you have everything you need around you. It's a much beautiful, slower energy here. Very aligned to the water energy, Cancer, so I think you're going to enjoy this season of Taurus. Now it is saying also we have this conjunction taking place in a sign that is trining you. So it is Pisces. We've got a conjunction between Venus, Saturn, enter the North Node, all sitting in Pisces. For you Cancer, this is going to be taking place in your 9th house if you are a Cancer ascendant. So this is the area of exploration, adventure, travel, overseas travel. It can be higher learning and philosophical pursuits. So this energy with this stellium that's taking place here is asking you to work really hard here with that Saturn. Saturn is saying be willing to put in the work to overcome the obstacles. And especially since we've got that Taurus in Sun, it's a hard-working sign. So maybe use this Taurus Sun energy to really motivate yourself to do what you need to do to find that security in your life. Now, the Venus represents the planet of love. It's also about balance and harmony and luxury. It is the ruler of the Taurus. So it's really fitting here that this is playing out. Now this is all happening in Pisces, which is trining your energy, Pisces being your 9th house. So trining your energy, which means this is here to help you. It's here to help you feel like you're achieving your mission in life, to give you a little bit of a boost up, I feel. So as long as you're willing to put in the work to overcome any obstacles, because that is what Saturn represents, and being able to find a bit more balance, harmony, and stability, I feel here. Material stability, feeling like you are enough, feeling like you're worthy enough. It could be a time of, given that the emotions, you're ruled by the energy here with the emotions, we've got your sign, your ruling sign Moon is in a beautiful placement at the moment. It's sitting in a T-square for the next couple of days. I want to first of all say, with that placement of the conjunction in the Pisces house, you may feel like you've been having a little bit of setbacks lately. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse position, or perhaps this could bring a little bit of setback energy, the feeling like there's too many hurdles to overcome here, especially when it comes to your resources or your ability to have the skills needed. You're needing maybe to delegate and rely on other people for certain skills or resources here. So maybe you're trying to achieve something, but you're just not budging because you don't have all of the skills necessary. Here you could either seek higher learning or a bit of education to get the skills you need, or you could simply delegate to people that could help you that already have those skills. Now we've got a reconciliation card here with the Five of Swords in the reverse position, indicating that struggles that you've been through with people in the past, you may be reconciling, but you also may be reconciling the inner fight within yourself. So your emotional fight within yourself, where you feel like maybe you're not good enough, and these are the things that you're needing to reconcile through education, through higher learning, through either delegating things to other people, or about bringing it into harmony about what you can and can't do, and perhaps looking of ways of overcoming those issues, these setbacks that you're having. Now we've got the Moon in Aquarius with this beautiful T-square. So the Moon in Aquarius is going to be for you your 8th house of going really deep. So this could be an emotional time. It's the Moon, it's your ruler, and sitting over there in your 8th house, if you are an ascendant, is saying that it's going deep with the emotion. So you could be feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed here. You could have it heightened intuition here as well. But I really do feel that this could be a time of a bit of setback when it comes to your emotional needs here. You could feel a little bit low for a couple of days. Here you're just needing to delegate some of your duties or responsibilities to other people while you allow yourself this quiet time of going within over these next couple of days. Now it is sitting in opposition. Now the Aquarius Moon wants to feel like it's untethered. It wants to feel like it has a freedom to be itself and to feel like it is doing what it came here to do, to be truly authentic. But at the same time, it's opposing Leo Mars. Mars wants to be bold. It wants to be aggressive. It wants to bring in a burst of energy, to be heard, to be validated, to fit in with others. So it's really causing a bit of tension between your personal need of feeling like you want to be who you are without having to worry about what anybody else thinks about that, at the same time of balancing the need of fitting in with others or feeling like you're being validated for the skills you do have, even though at times you could feel a bit of a mental block when it comes to feeling like you are enough. So at sometimes you want to also be validated by others that you are enough, and that does help you. It helps boost your confidence. So with the cards here on the table, as well as the stelliums, I'm taking a look at the chart in the opposition. There's not a lot going on because all the planets are sitting on one half of the chart. So the other placement or stellium that's taking place that does affect you is Aries. Now this is going to be squaring your energy, so it's going to be a little bit challenging this area. Now it's going to be for you your 10th house of your career. So your job you do, your role in life, your career. Also, this is where this plays out. So this is only if you're an ascendant. Otherwise, it can take place in any part of your life. But what's going on here is we have Neptune conjuncting Mercury. Mercury is all about communication and expression, and it can be about social media, it can be about advertising, marketing and sales, where Neptune wants to dissolve things that are not working anymore. It wants to put up boundaries, or it wants you to have a look at having some kind of boundaries. Now Neptune normally means the boundaries between the physical and the spiritual, so that could mean something to you, but it also talks about boundaries because it's sitting next to Mercury, about expression. It could be about saying no, or having some kind of filter with speech could be playing out here as well. And this could be where the reconciliation card is relevant here, because it's a sword, it's about expression, but it's sitting with the dissolving card of Neptune, wanting you to dissolve any past maybe issues or petty battles that are really just could be dissolved. It could be not hanging on to those issues anymore. You could be holding them all on your back, and it could be piling up, and it could be burdening you with unnecessary stress. So here it's about letting go of some of your stress and worries that have occurred from other people, and just being able to dissolve them and let them go. As I said, it's taking place in your 10th house of career, so this could be a workplace issue, or it could be related to what you do in your life, your role, and feeling like you're worthy enough in what you've chosen to do in this life. So Cancer, I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome Leo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your tarot and astrology reading. This reading is going to go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April. I'm going to take a look at the planets in the skies and let you know which ones are going to be affecting you most at this time. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you to give you a bit more depth in your reading. So all the planets at the moment are sitting on one side of the chart. So there's a lot of heavy energy and stelliums taking place on one side. There is a placement that's going to affect you most at this time, as we have a T-square taking place with your fellow fixed signs. So you have Mars in your first house there, Leo, if you're an ascendant Leo sign. Now when I talk about houses, I'm talking about ascendant signs only. The rest of the reading, otherwise it takes place in any area of your life. Now Leo, it's taking place in your first house and your 7th house. Your first house is about you and who you are, your identity, and all about you, where across in opposition we're talking about your relationships, your partnerships here. So here you've got this bit of tension going on between the two. The moon in your relationship house, your 7th house, is bringing in a sense of wanting emotional freedom, wanting to feel like you're not tethered or tied down, wanting to feel like you can express yourself freely and authentically in your relationships, as the moon sits over there in Aquarius. But then we've got this strong Mars energy sitting in your first house, giving you this burst of needing to be heard, needing to feel like you're validated, needing to feel like your opinions and your thoughts matter, wanting people to see you for who you really are and validate you in some way. So there's a little bit of tension that could be going on between these placements. Now they are forming a T-square to the Sun, which is currently sitting in Taurus, as we've gone into Taurus season. Taurus season is all about stability, emotional security, and the strong need for grounding. It's about needing to feel comfort and feeling like you have everything you need around you. Now the sun wants to shine. It wants to make your soul feel like it's fulfilling its purpose. It wants to feel like you've got a everything you do is fulfilling to you. And with this T-square that's taking place with with this slight struggle between your moon and Mars, your first house and your seventh house, and then forming a T-square to the sun, well, the sun wants to feel emotionally fulfilled. Sorry, it wants to feel fulfilled in life. And you've got this tension going on between emotional needs within relationships and the need to be who you are authentically, to stand up for yourself, to be unique, but also be heard as your true and authentic self, given that the Leo is in your first house. So Leo in the first house is about shining. It's about standing up and being noticed. It's about standing out in a crowd, but it also can be about fitting in and feeling like you're part of a community. It can feel like you could be a great leader, but it can also feel like you're needing to feel like you're validated by other people, as well as fitting in with other people. Now we've got this debt, this Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's all about the scales of balance, I feel, as well here. And this is where we're balancing your personal needs against your needs within relationships. And the moon being over there in the relationship house is all about your emotional needs. So getting this balance between making sure you're feeling emotionally fulfilled as well as purposely fulfilled as an individual person. I feel that's what's going on with you, and that's one of the biggest placements that's going to affect you most at this time. Now, the other big placement that's going on in the skies at the moment is the conjunct. We've got a couple of stelliums taking place, and one of those stelliums is taking place in Pisces. For you, this is going to be your 8th house. Your 8th house of going very deep. Your 8th house of facing your fears. It can be how deeply you share yourself with other people as well here. Now, I feel with this placement, we've got cycles coming to an end can be Pisces, but it can also be about dissolving boundaries. So here, boundaries could be dissolved when it comes to feeling like you're sharing yourself very deeply with another person, so much so that there's no boundaries between you. And this is where this difficulty or this tension's playing out between yourself with the Mercury, with the Mars wanting to be very aggressive, wanting to be very stand up and energy, and it's very masculine dominant energy. But over there is that feminine moon energy sitting in your relationship house. So there's a bit of tension going on there between those two houses. And I feel like the energy of this Pisces fits in here as well, because it can be a need to, being your 8th house is how you show yourself very deeply with another person, and the difficulties you could be experiencing that with the Saturn in this placement. So Saturn wants you to work very hard to overcome any obstacles. Now this is the Venus also in this little stellium, and Venus is the planet of love, harmony and balance. So here you could be really struggling to get some kind of balance between who you are as an individual and who you are within your relationships around you. The North Node is also in this stellium, and that's asking you to take a look at these things from a point of view of fulfilling your purpose in this life, because North Node is all about your purpose. So it's about aligning your values with relationships and with your higher purpose here. Being willing to do the work to overcome the obstacles, and also being able to dissolve what is no longer working for you in your life. Now, as I said, we're in Taurus season, so this is a time of feeling, and as I'm coming into the sun in the negative position in the reverse, I'm talking about where the sun is sitting. It's sitting in Taurus. Now for you, Taurus is an earth sign, and you're a fire sign here, Leo. Those are not really compatible, and I feel like that's why we've got the sun in the reverse position, because it's not an easy placement for you where the sun is sitting at the moment. But do try to be a little bit more willing to take a break, to sit in your comfort zone, to feel like you can just take a little breather or a little rest here. Now we are looking at some new news coming. We've got the Page of Wands in the upright position, indicating that there's some new adventure or new it's also a fire sign, so new news coming your way. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Leo, and I will see you again next week for your astrology tarot reading. Welcome, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your astrology and tarot reading. This reading will go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April, and I'm going to take a look at what the planets are doing at the moment and which ones may be affecting you most at this time. I'm also going to pull tarot cards for you just to give you a little bit more of an in-depth reading. Now we've just gone into Leo season. The sun has entered, Taurus season. The sun has entered Taurus. It's a fellow earth sign, so this energy for you is compatible. It's trining your energy. It wants to help you. It wants you to feel a sense of comfort, material security, also your ability to be able to put the work boots on and get done what you need to do at this time, to be very organized, to be methodical, to mark things off your checklist. It's a very practical sign where the sun is at the moment, so it is favorable to you. But there has been in the past a little bit of misalignment as the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, particularly around people around you, relationships, family members, or the people that you associate with. Bit of misalignment when it comes to the energy here. Now the Hangman in reverse is also indicating a bit of stagnation within those relationships. As I take a look at what's going on around you, Virgo, and this is because we have a stellium going on in your opposition house. If you are an ascendant Virgo, this is taking place in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, and I feel this is where this energy is coming in. So we've got, this is taking place in Pisces. Pisces is the planet of completion. It's the planet of boundaries between the physical and the spiritual, but also boundaries within relationships. I feel is very important because it's taking place in your 7th house. Now the Saturn that's sitting here is saying that you're needing to work very hard to overcome these obstacles that's going on with the people around you. And because it's also part of this conjunction, or this stellium, is Venus. Venus is the planet of love. It's the planet of balance and harmony. And I'm feeling like you're having to feel like you're working really hard to get some kind of balance or to get some kind of harmony with the relationship around you. There's a misalignment going on. Misalignment can be an unfair delegation of duties. It can be feeling like you're putting in all the effort and other people are not. It can be misaligned agreements or energy where you just don't feel like you're meeting eye to eye here. It could have been going on for a long time because of the stagnation with the Hangman, but I'm feeling like it's really coming to a head at the moment with this stellium that's taking place. Now it's the North Node is also here. It's part of your purpose. So here we're bringing in and aligning your values and your relationships with your higher purpose. It's being willing to do the work to overcome the obstacles and then dissolve the things that are not working for you, the things that are stagnant and just no longer working or bringing you any kind of harmony or balance in your life, or feeling like you have your love and joy and harmony and bliss in your life. So this is all playing out around in the stars for you, but it's also playing out in the cards here for you, happening in your 7th house if you are a Virgo ascendant, which is your house of relationships and partnerships. Now the other big placement that's going on is we have a T-square with the moon in Aquarius opposing Leo Mars. Now Aquarius for you, Virgo, is going to be your 6th house. This is your house of what you do for other people. It's your being able to support and care for others. Can be caring for elderly, caring for sick people, caring for animals. This is all taking place here, but can also be about health and your own well-being. So this is, you represent the 6th house, so it can be your own well-being. So maybe there's a sense of being detached from your own well-being at this time. 8 of Cups in the upright position is a little bit of a detachment. It can be walking away from situations that are not aligned to your well-being here, not in your best interest, and needing to make decisions about walking away or detaching yourself from that energy for some time. Now there's certain people in your lives that you cannot walk away from, but you're needing to protect your energy and for your own well-being here at this time, just why the placements are quite strong at the moment. So we have the sun in Taurus. This is trining your energy. It's here to help you. It's here to help you feel like you're secure. You have everything you need. You're confident and you're resourceful. You have the skills. You have the need to support yourself and look after yourself. And also having the ability to put on the work boots and do what needs to be done to support yourself, to look after your own well-being at this time. So I'm just with the opposing the Leo in Mars. Leo for you is going to be your 12th house, Virgo. We're talking about something's coming to an end here, a completion of a cycle with that 12th house. Again, it can be talking about boundaries here, boundaries with the people around you, having boundaries to protect your own energy when it comes to some of the people that's around you at the moment. So you may not be able to walk away from them, but it's important to have some kind of spiritual boundary that protects your own energy at this time. Because Leo, where that Mars energy is quite intense. It can be aggressive. It can be very dominating energy, and that is really feeling like it's putting a strain on your aura or on your own energy field, your own level of energy at the moment. So you're needing to really focus on putting up some kind of spiritual wall or protecting your aura from this energy around you. Even though it may not be something you can walk away from, it's really important here for your own well-being to take care of yourself, to take care of your energy here, because it could be quite draining on you with this Mars over there in your 12th house in the sign of Leo. Now it is forming a T-square to the Sun. That Sun energy in Taurus is trining your energy, so it's helping you in some way. So these things that are highlighted around you at the moment are only here for you to recognize them, shine a light on them with that sun, and really notice what's going on around you, so you can protect yourself. You can armor yourself with the light of God here and protect your own energy from these people. Now they may be people you love, but it's people that the difficulties that they're going through, you're really taking on with this caring nature, as we talked about the 6th house and how you care for other people. So you can sometimes take on their energy yourself. So here it's about protecting yourself, detaching from negativity where you can, and aligning your energy here so that you are radiant and you feel content, you feel stable, and also you are materially secure as well as grounded at this time while we have the sun in Taurus. So thank you for joining me, Virgo. I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Libra, to your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. This reading will go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April. I'm going to be taking a look at the planets in the skies at the moment and letting you know which ones are going to be affecting you most at this time. Also pulling tarot for you to give you a bit more of an in-depth reading. When I talk about the houses, I'm talking about the Libra ascendant signs only. Otherwise, the rest of the reading is suitable for Sun and Moon as well. So a couple of cards have just fallen out on the table. I'll bring them in if they're needed. So starting with the energy of what's going to be affecting you most at this time, we have got sitting over in your 7th house, being Libra ascendants, we've got a little stellium over there. Well, it's not quite a stellium, it's just because we have the Chiron off a little bit, but we have a conjunction between Mercury and Libra sitting over in your 7th house. Now what this means is communication within relationships. So there could be a dissolving or a need for boundaries within communication in your relationships. It can play out in many different ways. One of those ways could be being able to say no, or being able to be heard within your relationship, feeling like you can be yourself but be heard within relationships. Could be issues around communications or lines of communications dissolving, because Neptune wants to dissolve things that are not working for you anymore, and Mercury wants to highlight the need for communication, also social media, marketing. It can be sales, it can be advertising, but it is about learning. It's about communicating, questioning things, understanding. So really just letting go of some walls and some boundaries here so you can have a really good understanding of what another person's going through. So relationships being your relationships or partnerships around you, and really being able to understand what they're going through, questioning, being able to communicate. You really need to keep those lines of communication open at this time with this little placement that's going on in your opposition house of Aries. So also at the moment we have a conjunction going on in Pisces between the moon and North Node as well as Saturn. Now Pisces for Libra is going to be your 6th house. This is about your, it can be about your own personal health here, your health journey. It can be about your well-being. It can be about how you nurture other people, how you care for other people, caring for animals, caring for the elderly, caring for the sick. So these things are taking place with a little stellium taking place at the moment in Pisces in your 6th house if you are a Libra ascendant. If you're not an ascendant, can be taking place in any area of your life. But what's going on over there is the North Node representing your mission, your life purpose, sitting in tight conjunction, both 26 degrees, with the Saturn. Saturn energy wants you to work hard, being willing to do what it takes to overcome any obstacles. Now it's also in a conjunction there with Venus at 25 degrees. Venus is the planet of love. It's the planet of luxury, beauty, harmony and balance that represents all of those things. And it's sitting there saying you need to work hard to feel like you have luxury around you, have beauty around you, have love around you. Get that balance with the love that's going on, with given that there's so much going on in the Aries sign at the moment as well. So really just struggling for balance and harmony here when it comes to love. And the Saturn is hurdles and obstacles, but being really willing to work hard to overcome these obstacles. Now the momentum card with the Chariot in the upright position is saying that wheels are in motion. The Saturn is giving you that burst of energy to be able to get things happening in relationships, especially if there's any kind of boredom here when it comes with the Four of Cups in the upright position. So if you're feeling a little bit bored with your current situation, maybe you need to put in a bit more effort here with that Saturn in the Pisces energy at the moment. Now we have a beautiful T-square taking place at the moment with the Aquarius moon opposing Leo Mars, and that's forming a T-square to the Taurus sun, which we've just gone into Taurus season as the sun sits there in Taurus. Now this can create a tension between emotional needs or detachment, or feeling emotionally detached, or in a need to be assertive, seeking recognition, seeking validation. And there's a tension between feeling like you want to be truly yourself, be authentic, not to have to care about what other people think, feel like you're not trapped, feeling like you're emotionally free. You had that freedom emotionally, especially since there's a lot of stuff going on in your 7th house, but also feeling like you want to feel validated by other people. So with this Mars in Leo, it's about being able to be seen or heard or recognized, being able to feel like you're validated for everything you do, be noticed. You could be a good leader here. It could be setting examples for how you'd like change or momentum within relationships. Now I feel like being able to express yourself in a very bold way. Could be feeling like there's a struggle with this tension between the two. That's your emotional needs and your need for feeling emotionally free, with the need of feeling like you rely on other people, or you're dependent on other people in some way, or feeling like, even if it's just for validation, but there's a dependency on other people here that is in opposition, forming a tension between your need for emotional detachment or your need to feel like you can do it on your own. You're emotionally free here in this situation. Now with it squaring the sun wants to bring in vibration. It wants to bring in a sense of feeling worthy, or that you're fueling yourself, you're fulfilling your own personal needs here. It wants you to feel stable because it's in Taurus. It wants you to feel like you've got material security, but it also wants you to feel like you're grounded at this time. Now the Three of Swords in the upright position indicates disappointment. It indicates heartache, separation. It can be even being at a distance to a partner for some reason. So being separated from partners doesn't have to be separation as in permanent separation. It can be that you're just away from each other at the moment, but there's a feeling of heartache in some way. Maybe you're feeling emotionally distant to your people that you care about, and that's caused from that moon in Aquarius. It is for the couple of days in the first part of this week. So that emotional needs of the moon sitting in such a detached sign like Aquarius doesn't really need to fit in with other people, can feel like you're feeling a bit lonely, like you're not fitting in with other people in some way, and maybe that's making you a bit sad in some way, or feeling like you're lonely deep down, even though you've got plenty of people around you. You're just kind of looking for more emotionally at this time. Now I think that's all I've got there in the big placements that's taking place at the moment. In your opposition, nothing going on in your house, because all of the signs, all of the planets are sitting on one side of the chart at the moment. So Libra, I hope you have a really beautiful week ahead. I hope you find that beautiful harmony from yourself. Try and find it from your own heart if you can, without having to rely on other people to validate you or fuel you in some way. Try to seek that fulfillment or that emotional nourishment from yourself, not relying on other people. Thank you so much for joining me, Libra. I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Scorpio, to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. This reading will go from April 21st through to April 28th. I'll be taking a look at what the planets are doing in the skies at the moment and which ones may be affecting you most at this time. Now, when I talk about houses, I'm talking about Scorpio ascendants only. For the rest of the reading is suitable for all sun, moon, and ascendant signs, but it takes place in any part of your chart. So we've just gone into Taurus season, which means the sun has entered into Taurus. This energy of the earth energy of Taurus does align to the energy of water sign Scorpio. Energy is aligned. The energy of the sun sitting in Taurus is aligned to the Scorpio energy. They're both feminine type energy, being water and earth. It is aligned energy, so it is a time for you really just to focus on emotion, on feeling like you're materially secure, feeling like you have stability, feeling like you're in your comfort zone, feeling like you have everything around you at the moment for your own personal needs. It's also about being grounded at this time, so this is both emotionally and physically for you, and it's bringing into balance and harmony the practical side, the physical side with the emotional side, I feel at this time. Now, the planets that are going on at the moment that I feel like are going to be affecting you most, we're looking at the fixed signs. So we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at what's going on with this T-square at the moment between the fixed signs. So this is not you, that's the other fixed signs in the chart. So first of all, we've got a moon over the next couple of days sitting in Aquarius. This moon in Aquarius wants to feel free. It wants to feel untethered. It wants to feel like it can be uniquely itself in an emotional way, seek emotional fulfillment from its own unique ways, not having to be validated by other people. Now, it is sitting across from the Leo Mars. Mars is a burst of energy. It can be aggressive energy. It can be bold energy, expression energy, energy that wants to feel seen and noticed, validated by other people, feeling like you're balancing this tension between wanting to feel like you're doing something your own way, feel like you're emotionally free, but at the same time, you've got this tension going on with the Mars bold energy sitting in Leo, wanting to be validated for what you do, wanting to know that you are worthy, wanting to know that you're noticed or seen in some way, even if it's what you're doing is noticed by other people, and looking for a little bit of perhaps gratitude for what you do in this life. Even though you can sometimes feel emotionally detached with that moon, or over this time may feel a little emotionally detached, there's a sense of being needed to find fulfillment through validation of other people as well. So there's a little bit of tension going on in that way. Now, both of these signs are forming a T-square to the sun in Taurus. Again, the sun in Taurus is all about finding fulfillment, finding fuel, finding nourishment, or like you're feeling validated, feeling like you are enough, feeling like you're getting fueled up by the situations around you, from both that emotional nurturing from being yourself in Aquarius, and also from being validated by other people with that Mars in Leo. So finding that balance and harmony between the two, this is going to fuel you, it's going to help you in some way. So this is taking place in fixed signs around you. So this is where you're really going to feel this energy. Nine of Swords in reverse is saying that you may need to recover at this time. This energy could be quite intense while we have that moon over squaring your energy there. It could be feeling like it's tough. It could feel emotionally tough for you. So it could be a little bit more than you can take emotionally. Of course, it's conjuncting Pluto at the moment with that moon, and it will be over the next couple of days, and that's about facing your fear. Pluto's your ruler, Scorpio, and it's sitting there so close to the moon at the moment, indicating a heightened emotions. It could be heightened intuition, but it's heightened emotions and being able to be brave to face your fears here, to go deep emotionally, to feel emotionally secure, or put yourself out on a limb when it comes to feeling like you're being really authentically you and living your truth here. Now this energy is, as I said, is being squared to you, as well as that Mars energy is forceful energy needing to be validated at this time. Now we've also got this conjunction going on in Pisces. Pisces for you is going to be your 5th house, and this is your house of creativity. It's your house of having fun, your house of pleasure seeking. So there's a bit of a stellium going on over there in your 5th house. If you're not an ascendant Scorpio, then it can be taking place in any house, but what's going on there that's affecting you, because it is a water sign as well, it's trining your energy, it's here to help you. The Saturn here in this placement is saying be willing to do what's needed to overcome any obstacles that's going on around you. Put the work boots on, be willing to get in there and overcome the obstacles you're feeling. Be transparent with what's going on around you, having to stand up for yourself, be honest, speak your truth here. Also very important at this time. It's only going to help you. Now with that, Venus is also in this conjunction, and Venus is saying you want harmony and balance and luxury and love. It's the planet of love, and this is trining your energy. So Venus is here to help you. It's feminine energy. It wants to help you with your love around you, feeling like you're fulfilled in some way, feeling like you're getting, or you could be overcoming or recovering from some emotional trauma or some kind of emotional downtime, meaning that you could be feeling low emotionally in the last few days and you're needing to recover from that intense energy. But the placement that's taking place now in the conjunction in Pisces is only here to help you. Be willing to work through and do what needs to be done, because it's only going to make things better. So here it's saying if you're aligning your values and your relationships with your higher purpose, given that the North Node is also in this placement, it's going to help you feel, if you're willing to do the work to overcome the obstacles, but also dissolve what is no longer working for you in this life. So be transparent when it comes to what is not working for you in your life at the moment, because this stellium is taking place in Pisces, and that's all about having boundaries and dissolving energy that's not working for you, completing cycles. And your final card here, Scorpio, is the Star of Hope, indicating a positive outcome, indicating that things are going to go your way. Things are going to work out for you with this energy that's playing out for you. The cards are trining. The placement in Pisces is trining your energy, so it is here to help you. And as I said, that Taurus season at the moment is aligned to your energy. So here I feel like you're going to be able to have a win here in the end. So taking just time to nurture yourself and to recover from what you have been going through, and be open and honest with what you're experiencing when it comes to other people. Thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, to your astrology and tarot reading. This reading will go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April. I'm going to be taking a look at the planets in the skies at the moment and letting you know which ones are going to be affecting you most at this time. I'm also going to be pulling your tarot to give you a bit more of an in-depth message here. Now we've just gone into Taurus season. The sun has entered Taurus. Taurus is a earth sign and you're a fire sign. Not quite compatible. The energy could feel a little bit out of your comfort zone, even though that sun in Taurus wants you to really focus on being grounded at this time. Fire signs are very intense, action orientated signs, but the earth signs are slow moving, comfort seeking, getting things done kind of in a different way, in a putting on the boots and getting things done in a nice slow pace. So here it's about, you could be feeling overcommitted here with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. That could be financial. Now it is a earth sign, being the coins are earth signs, so you could be feeling overcommitted or feeling in your body, that your body's just feeling a little bit heavy with this energy, sluggish even, because you're used to the fire signs, which are very action orientated energy here. As we move into Taurus season, we're moving into slower energy. So you're really going to feel that pace, because the earth signs are the first sign on the level, you're on the last sign of the level. So you're the fastest, most energetic of the energy, and the current Taurus, or the earth signs, are the slowest moving energy of the sign. So you're really going to feel maybe a little bit of a sluggishness while we are in Taurus season. It could feel like you're overcommitted because you're normally used to having that much ability and energy, where you could feel a little bit sluggish at the moment. So that could be affecting you over this time. Now, we do have a conjunction in Pisces. Pisces for you, Sagittarius, is going to play out in your 4th house. This will relate to your house or your family if you are a Sagittarius ascendant. So you could be having some things play out here with the Pisces energy, the stellium that we have. The stellium is between the North Node, the Saturn, and the Venus. Venus is the planet of love. It's a planet of harmony, luxury, love, and beauty, relationships as well. Saturn indicates a need to overcome obstacles, be willing to do the work as what needs to be done here. North Node represents your mission in this life, what you come here to achieve. So here we're looking at balancing or bringing together, aligning values and relationships with your higher purpose. You need to be willing to do the work here to overcome the obstacles and dissolve the things that are not working for you in your life, given that this is playing out in Pisces. Pisces is the planet of completion. It's a planet of boundaries, having boundaries between the spiritual and the physical, or boundaries between the people around you, or how much you take on. Being able to say no is a boundary as well. So here it's saying with the boundaries here, you need to be open to dissolving things that no longer work for you, being able to let things go. This is what Pisces is indicating with this, where you feel overcommitted. Maybe while the sun is in Taurus and we're in Taurus season, maybe it's time to evaluate how much you have taken on at this time, and be able to dissolve or let go things that are not necessary in your life anymore. Can also mean cleaning clutter from your home, because it's taking place in your 4th house of home and family. So maybe you're going to be doing a little bit of evaluating what you don't need as far as physical possessions in your home. So this could be taking place over the next week here, as we've just moved into that Taurus season. So we do have another big placement that's taking place at the moment. We've got a T-square taking place in the fixed signs. So here we have the moon in Aquarius, indicating that the moon needs to feel emotionally fulfilled in a way that is unique to yourself, not feeling like you're dependent on other people, not feeling like it needs other people in any way, but being able to be true to itself in a very authentic way. It is sitting in opposition to Leo. Now, how this affects you is because Leo is also a fire sign, so it's trining your energies. It's here to help you. If you can overcome this tension, or this little hurdle or little seesaw energy, then it's only going to help you for the future. So here, this energy of Mars in Leo, this is trining your energy. So this extra energy coming in from Mars brings a boost of energy. It can also bring debate, it can bring aggression, it can bring a sense of wanting to achieve or forcefulness in some way. So this area coming into play is trying to align with that beautiful, maybe even detached emotionally. Moon in Aquarius over the next couple of days could bring a little bit of detachment, at the same time as the Leo Mars wants validation. It wants to be recognized. It wants to feel like it's what it's doing is validated by other people, or people are noticing what you do. So there's a little bit of tension going on there, both squaring the sun, and the need to feel like you are emotionally secure, you're physically secure, you're materially secure, you're stable, you can support yourself. So this is all taking place with this squaring energy at the moment, but felt most strongly to you by the trining energies of that Mars in Leo, trining your energy. So that Mars is bringing in extra energy for you, and this is how that will be felt. So as I said, with the cards on the table, we've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, indicating that you may have taken on too much and you may need to dissolve and let go with that stellium in the 4th house of Pisces. Some of you are letting go of clutter, I feel. Clearing clutter is going to enable new things to come into your life. And as I say new things, we get the Fool card. Fool's about taking a new journey. It is in the reverse position, so maybe there's been some hesitancy to step forward in this new journey. It is, as I said, reverse. It can bring new learning, new understanding, an area that you've never been in before. But what you may, and opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position, comes to you once you clear some of the old things. I feel like you're feeling like there's too much going on around you. Once you can either clear physical clutter, material clutter, or things you no longer, it frees up your energy as well. Brings in a sense of space around you, space to bring in new opportunities. So I feel it starts with a physical thing of removing things that no longer work for you, broken things around your home, things that no longer work, things that you don't use. Once you can clear those clutter, it's opening up your energy field to bring in new opportunities. So that may have been the block that stopped you from moving forward on your new adventure or your new journey, is that you've been hanging on to all of those things from the past, and you need to start releasing and letting them go. So thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome Capricorn to your tarot and astrology reading. This reading will go from April 21st through to April 28th. I'm going to be taking a look at the planets in the sky and letting you know which ones are going to be affecting you most this week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you to give you a bit more of an in-depth reading, personal message. We've just gone into Taurus season. So Taurus season is all about, it's an earth sign, so it is trining your energy. It's here to help you. It's very comfortable energy to you because it's a fellow earth sign, and it's only here to help you feel secure. It's to help you feel grounded. It's to help you feel a level of stability, your comfort zone, your material security as well here for you, and grounding I feel as well. Also being able to let things go, make moves here, be able to feel a level of determination, a level of could be stubbornness given that it's in Taurus, but it feels like you're really going to move mountains over this time. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this Capricorn here being able to move mountains, to really just conquer at this time. You may need to detach yourself from certain things that's going on around you, certain people. King of Cups in reverse sitting next to the Six of Swords, moving into smoother waters. A sense of relief coming up for you, perhaps with the level of impatience that's been going on with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, means that you've been going through this for a long time, and now that the sun is moving into Taurus, it's trining your energy here to help you. It's going to bring in new invigoration, a sense of being able to really put the boots on now and get things done. Move mountains here. Mountains you have not been able to move before. You're going to be feeling a sense of relief, moving into smoother waters, detaching yourself from things or issues that no longer serve you. So taking a look at what the planets are doing and which ones will be affecting you most of all. I'm going to start with the Aries conjunction that we've got going on, because this is squaring your energy. So this could be causing a little bit of tension, a little bit of issues, because it's a squaring energy, a squaring aspect. Now we've got Mercury as communication sitting next to Neptune in very close conjunction, 3-degree orb, with the Neptune dissolving, talking about dissolving things that no longer working for you. Could be dissolving boundaries. It could be realizing that you need to have boundaries when it comes to your communication. That can mean learning to say no. That can mean having a filter when you speak, because here we're dissolving things that no longer work around communication for you. This is squaring your energy, so it's a learning experience. It's an experience that will help you in the long run, but it could be challenging to achieve this. Maybe it's a little bit of detachment from what you feel like you need to say, as opposed to what you could just walk away from and let go of. Now we have another conjunction sitting right next door in Pisces. Pisces for you, Capricorn, is going to be your third house of communication. So again, we're talking about communication. If you're a Capricorn ascendant, this is where when I talk about houses, I'm talking about the ascendants only. So what we've got going on there in Pisces, your third house, is a stellium conjunction between the North Node, which is all about your mission and your purpose. Saturn, which is your ruler, is all about being able to do the work, putting in the effort, getting things done, overcoming challenges, detaching yourself even, or overcoming the challenges that's going on around you. With sitting next to Venus, the planet of love, it's luxury, it's balance, it's harmony, it's money making, it's feeling like you have enough, your confidence, your skills here, your resources. So here we're saying the energy here in close conjunction is saying that you may need to align your values and relationships with your higher purpose. You need to be willing to do the work here to overcome the obstacles and dissolve the things that are no longer working for you in your life, because after all, this is playing out in Pisces, indicating that it's a completion of a cycle, or being able to dissolve them, detach from them, move through those scenarios into calmer waters here. And patience is needed at this time. It's been a long going battle. This area of Pisces being in the third house of communication has been there for, it's the Saturn in Pisces. Your third house has been there for a very long time. So here it's saying that you may need to be patient with this energy. It's not fast moving energy, it's slow moving energy, because we're very strong with those earth signs at the moment, given that the sun is in Taurus at the moment. The other big placement that's taking place at the moment is the T-square that's playing out with the sun in Taurus. So this will affect you via the sun. The sun energy wants to help you. It's trining energy. It's here to help you. It wants to fuel you. It wants you to feel like you are have stability, can feel comfortable in your life, feel like you've got material security and stability. This is how it wants to help you. But it wants you to get balance between the moon that's currently sitting in Aquarius for the next couple of days, causing a bit of detachment emotionally, and here we've got the detachment card here. So this could be playing out at the start of this week when the moon is in Aquarius. That does cause emotional detachment. It's also sitting in conjunct to Pluto. Pluto is a planet of changes and transformations, being able to face your fears and be brave here. So whether you're looking at facing your fears to bring relief, or to just completely detaching from the scenario or situation to save your emotions here and protect your heart. Now, the moon in Aquarius also talks about feeling like you are feeling emotionally nurtured by being truly and authentically yourself, not having to feel like you're needing validation from other people, not needing to rely on other people, being able to do things yourself here. But it's sitting in tension, in opposition to the Mars in Leo. That's a big boost of energy coming in from Mars. It can be aggressive energy. It can be energy of impulsiveness, feeling like it wants to be validated or be seen or heard, being in Leo. So feeling like you need to be noticed in some way, or at least validated for the effort that you have put in. So here you've got this tension going on whether you walk away from a situation, whether you seek your own relief by walking away, or whether you are detaching from the situation emotionally, or whether you stand up and face your fears head on and make those changes and transformations, given that Pluto is sitting next to the moon. So taking a look at the cards here, just reading the cards for the week ahead, we've got needing to focus on detaching yourself emotionally from a situation to find relief here. You will be moving into smoother waters with this Six of Swords in the upright position, but patience is going to be needed because it's very slow moving energy, given that we've got that Taurus sun. So thank you for joining me and hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Capricorn. I will see you again next week for your astrology and tarot reading. Welcome Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your tarot and astrology reading. This reading will go from April 21st through to April 28th. I'm going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing in the skies at the moment and letting you know which planets may be affecting you most at this time. I'm also going to be pulling tarot to give you a bit more further insights into your week ahead. So we've just gone into Taurus season. The sun has entered Taurus, and this is a time of feeling like you are fulfilled materially. It's about emotional, material security. It's about security, stability, feeling like you have everything around you for your needs. Your needs are all met for you, whether that's through your own efforts or whether that's the universe providing for you. But it is saying that you need to ground yourself at this time, ground yourself into nature, take some time to walk in the bare earth at this time, and really feeling like you can be in a comfortable position. Security is also important here. It says insecurity, the Queen of Cups is sitting in the reverse position. So where maybe you've felt insecure, the energy of the Sun in Taurus is really getting you to focus on feeling secure in your abilities, your skills, or your life circumstances, or having your needs met around you. Nine of Cups is saying fulfillment. It's saying that the universe is providing for you. You're having all of your needs fulfilled. Now, isn't this interesting, given that we are Taurus season at the moment? We've got the Four of Pentacles indicating security. This is a coin, so coins is the earth sign, talking about security at this time with the earth. The earth energy of Taurus is going to bring in you understanding that the universe provides for you, and you can feel secure in your existence, feel secure in your own abilities, feel secure in that your needs are going to be met here. You're going to be fulfilled by the universe or fulfilled by your own personal efforts. But where you have felt insecure lately, it's about learning to turn that around, because the universe has your back. What your hard work is going to pay off, because the Taurus is all about hard work. It's an earth sign, and over here we've got another earth sign here with the pentacles, are also earth signs or earth suit, and it is saying security here is what matters. You're really building some kind of security for the future and really fulfilling your needs here. Your cups are being filled here. So beautiful energy with the cards on the table for the week ahead, turning your insecurities into securities here, I feel. Now we've got this conjunction going on in Pisces. Pisces for you is going to be your second house, and that's very interesting because this is a house of talking about your confidence, how secure you feel in your own skills or valuing yourself, your need to be able to look after yourself financially, how you make your money, your resources, and how you can look after yourself here, and feeling secure in that way. So this is your second house, and this is where this stellium is taking place at the moment. Now it's interesting because it's a very tight conjunction here between the North Node, which represents your mission in life, what you came here to learn. Saturn talks about hard work and being willing to do the work to overcome these challenges, or being willing to do the work, and you will receive reward for effort in the areas of second house issues or second house areas, meaning that it will be your confidence will be boosted, your skills will be boosted, the way you make your own money will be boosted in some way by working hard to overcome your obstacles, which is Saturn. This fulfills your purpose in this life, or part of your mission is to feel like you can achieve things, or being skills or confidence or making money in some way. But this is going to help be fulfilled over this time, especially while we've got the Sun in Taurus. It's very good energy for you at this time. It's because it's all about this second house where these stelliums going on. Taurus is the second house in the astrology, so this is what it is representing. Those kind of needs being met, or confidence or skills or resources, and how you make your money. And this stellium is taking place, which also ties up into your mission in this life with the North Node. Saturn wants to feel like you're doing the work, and we also have in this stellium conjunction here is the planet of Venus. Venus is the planet of love, so it's about aligning your values and relationships with your higher purpose. It's being willing to do the work to overcome the obstacles and dissolve the things that are no longer working for you in your life. For you, I feel like the thing that you're needing to dissolve is your feeling of insecurity, either that you're not good enough, your lack of confidence, or that money is dissolvable, because here I'm seeing the money and the security, so feeling like having to work hard for what you have, and that you don't receive support in some way. So it's saying here that the universe does assist you and help you in this situation. So you need to let go of those insecurities that you have in those areas. So the other big placement that's taking place at the moment is we have the moon in Aquarius in your first house. So this can be bringing in a level of emotional detachment, because Aquarius is all about detaching from other people, detaching from feeling like you need to fit in with other people, but it's also about really feeling like you can get the nourishment or emotional nourishment from yourself, from being truly uniquely yourself and being true to who you really are. So we've got this placement taking place. It's opposing the energy of Mars in Leo at this time over in your 7th house. So this is energy of relationships if you are an ascendant Aquarius, because we've got Mars sitting over there in your relationship house at the moment over there in Leo. So it's about either talking about a tension between your relationship and yourself, being able to be seen within relationships. It could be a imbalance between your partner and yourself, being about being validated, being appreciated in some way, one or the other or both people here, because we've got that Mars energy. It's pushy energy. It can be passionate energy as well, but it can be conflicting energy as well, that Mars energy there. So I'm feeling like there's this need to feel, maybe you're detaching yourself from that scenario in some way, detaching yourself from that Mars that's taking place in your relationship house, being that either your partner wants to feel validated, or that you're needing to feel validated if it's just talking about yourself and not your partner, but it is taking place in your partner or your relationship house. So it can bring in relationships here, but if it's not relating to relationships, we're talking about you needing to balance the energy or the tension that's occurring between your need to feel like you can do things your own way, do things without needing validation from others, be emotionally fulfilled because it's the moon over there, or detachment with the emotions taking place with the moon in Leo. Sorry, the Mars in Leo wants to be noticed, it wants to be seen, it wants to be validated for the things it does, wants to be appreciated in some way. So this little tension going on that's taking place, it is forming a T-square with the Sun in Taurus, so bringing in a little extra level of intensity, and it's a struggle for emotional security. So it can be bringing in money into this situation as well, especially with this security and money. So that money could be an issue in some way, forming some kind of balance and harmony between yourself and relationships around those kind of securities and insecurities, and being validated in some way. So that's what's playing out on the cards in the planets, but also in the tarot as well. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Aquarius, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome to your tarot astrology reading for the week ahead, Pisces. This is Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. When I talk about the houses, I'm talking about Ascendant sign Pisces only. Now the reading will go from the 21st of April through to the 28th of April, and I'm going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing in the skies at the moment and which ones are going to be affecting you the most over this current week. I will be pulling tarot to get you a bit more in-depth reading out of what's going on for you for the upcoming week. So the one that the planets are going to be affecting you most this week is, of course, your first house. We have a bit of a tight conjunction taking place in your first house. We have the North Node there at 26 degrees. We have Saturn at 26 degrees. And we have Venus at 25 degrees. So this is a very tight conjunction, 0-degree orb over this current week. Now, North Node is all about your mission, your purpose in life. You're feeling like you're fulfilling what you came here to do. Saturn is about being able to put in the effort and energy and work to overcome obstacles and challenges. And Venus is the planet of love. It's a planet of harmony and balance, luxury, beauty, all taking place in this area. So it could be relating to love, overcoming challenges to do with love, or to do with beauty, or to do with luxury or money in this way. Now this is all taking place in your first house, so really affects who you are, and that's why I feel like it could be related to beauty, luxury, a bit of a glow up going on, or working hard to put in the effort to feel like who you feel like on the inside. So your outside matches your inside in some way. Really having to put in a little bit of energy and effort here with that Saturn. It's about aligning your values and your relationships, because planet of love, with your higher purpose, being willing to do the work to overcome the obstacles and dissolve anything that's not working for you in your current life, given that it's Pisces energy. I do feel it relates to boundaries around yourself and other people, but I feel very strongly, because it's your first house, that it is related to beauty and glow up. This is because of the Venus sitting in your first house, sitting next to Saturn, causing a bit of a challenging energy and really having to work a little bit hard to feel like you are who is really on the inside and appear that way on the outside, or putting in a little bit more extra effort when it comes to that, is what I'm feeling with that Venus sitting next to Saturn so closely in your first house. Now, another placement that's taking place at the moment is the moon in Aquarius opposing Mars in Leo. This is all the fixed signs T-square. We have forming a T-square to that Taurus sun. Sun has just gone into Taurus, which means it's Taurus season, and that's encouraging you to focus on feeling secure, feeling like you are in your comfort zone, feeling like you can take a little breather for a moment, feeling like you have everything you need around you. It's really being focused on your material security, grounding in some way, or feeling stable, feeling like you have your needs met. So this energy, as we have the sun there fulfilling you, it's wanting you to fulfill your energy or fuel your energy in a way that makes you feel good, makes you feel like you have everything you need in this life. So this T-square that's going on, we've got a bit of tension going on with the Aquarius moon. Aquarius moon can be sometimes a little bit detached emotionally, but it can also feel like it wants to be uniquely itself and not feel trapped in any way. It's opposing Mars energy. Mars can be aggressive energy. It can be strong, intense energy, wanting to feel like you're validated by others. So in being in Leo, it wants to feel like it can be seen in some way, heard in some way, or validated. You'll be noticed for what you do. But the tension is opposing the energy of the moon and the detachment, wanting also to detach in some way from other people as well. I feel it's a little bit of a tension forming there. And at the same time, the T-square with the sun is saying that you're also striving for material security at this time. So they're the big things that are playing out in the skies at the moment. The Empress is in the reverse position, is indicating there may be a little bit of dependence going on here as you're looking at, there's nothing in your seventh house, I'm just looking, depending on other people in some way. Now, if I take a look at Leo, where the Mars is at the moment, Leo is going to be your sixth house. This is the work you do for other people. It's caring for other people, but also your health. So it could be taking place. It could be a bit of a struggle in those areas when it comes to your own well-being, and a bit of forceful energy. It could be even your vitality or your stamina here. It could be questioned. It could be either detached from stamina or having the energy that you normally have, and maybe dependent on other people to help you or assist you in some way to get motivated here. Queen of Swords is talking about honesty. She's talking about integrity. She's talking about clarity of speech and clarity of ideas here as she sits in her power. I feel this energy of this stellium that's taking place in your first house of that Venus sitting next to the Saturn is really going to make you look like the queen you are. So it's really putting in a little bit of extra effort in your appearance here, being how you project yourself upon the world and sitting in your true queen energy here, your Queen of Swords. Even though you're a cup, you're a water. I feel like you can sit in a very clear ideas, expressions, mental acuity here, and really just showing who you really are here, because the Venus is about luxury and making your own money. It can be about beauty and harmony and luxury, and I feel like you're sitting in true power here with this energy. And the Saturn doesn't scare you because it is your ruler, so you don't mind a bit of a challenge. You don't mind putting in the work that needs to be done in order for you to be seen for who you really are. Now, the Judgment card in reverse shows a little bit of doubt when it comes to how you judge yourself or how others judge you. So I feel like you are dependent on other people's opinions to for how you feel when it comes to your self-worth or your confidence here. So here, this could be something that you're needing to work at this time with this T-square that's going on, or with this stellium in your first house. It's about having to rely on other people. As I said, with that Mars in Leo is all about validation from other people, and depending on other people's opinions or expressions or validations to prop you up here. So needing to be able to really be honest with yourself here, and know that it truly just comes from you and who you are within, and being able to project that to the world. Who you are on the inside needs to be projected on the outside, so you don't have to be relying on other people or dependent on other people to prop you up for who you are, and stop doubting your own skills, doubting your own confidence, doubting your own abilities here. So Pisces, I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading.